Hey everyone, J7Jace here, bringing you another Final Fantasy Tactics video, but this time on the top 10 most disappointing abilities in the game in my opinion. I'm not sure about you, but I'm sure all of you were hyped up or excited when seeing the names of certain skills or even hearing about things. But then after learning it or seeing it for the first time, you were just left disappointed and let down. Kind of like seeing Oliver Stone's movie Alexander. Let me know in the comments which abilities were a letdown for you in your opinion, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out. Starting off at number 10 would have to be Life's Anthem or Life Song from the Bard. This one was a huge letdown in my opinion because Bards did take some time to unlock, and I was expecting this heal to be quite strong, but in actuality, it's quite weak, especially as the game progresses. Sure, you can de-level and re-level your stats to increase your MA, but this heal was quite disappointing from just how slow and weak it is. Now for my number 9, it would have to be the shuriken weapons that you can throw from the ninja. I'm not sure about you guys, but as a kid, it would be so fun to make those paper ninja stars and throw them around for fun. And in FFT, I thought it would be the exact same. But its damage from all three are just so weak, so for me, it was a letdown. I still throw them to mess around time to time and to get clips for this video, but as a kid, my excitement levels sure dropped here. Next, at number 8 is Masamune from the Samurai for me. Even though its effect is insane with regen and haste, I thought this ability would be more on the destructive side. And I hate how you needed multiple copies of this rare katana to safely use this ability, as it can shatter. As someone who played Final Fantasy VII first as a kid, I just imagined a very destructive slashing-like ability since Sephiroth wielded this katana. So this one just had to be on my list. Coming in at number 7 would have to be Magma Surge or Lava Ball from the Geomancer. I thought this would be an ability I would be using so often, and it was the first thing I learned when I unlocked the Geomancer back in the day. Little did I know I could only use it on lava tiles only, and on only one map in Chapter 4. While it looks cool, the only time players will ever be using it is only on one map just to see how it looks, and of me obviously while trying to get clips for this video. Just like the Alexander movie, it has beautiful aesthetics, but overall, still crap. Next, for 6th place, I have placed Meteor here. This one I could have easily placed higher, but as usual, from someone whose first Final Fantasy game was Final Fantasy VII, I expected something so awesome out of the spell from the Time Mage. While I love the way it looks, I was very disappointed in its charge time, MP cost, and damage. In most cases, you will never cast this spell consistently, as there are just so much better things to use in this game. I love FFT with all my heart, but not this ability. Going into the top 5, for this 5th spot, I've ranted on archers in the past, and in this video it's no different. The last ability that they can learn, Charge plus 20, definitely sucks. For some odd reason as a kid and even now, when looking at it, I just expected it to have looked really cool, or maybe it would have been an instant ability, or it would work with swiftness or short charge. But it simply doesn't. While its damage potential output can be great there's no way you're ever going to land this ability, and in nearly all cases, it's just useless. For me, its only use is when you want to master the archer class to get the pretty star over its head. Next, for 4th place, I still love this ability, but as a kid, I didn't know how to select, or I guess even read apparently. For me, it is Holy Explosion or Divine Ruination. Being the last ability for Holy Knights, I thought this ability was going to be something like CT 3, 4, and 5 with Holy, but instead, it was just an ability that attacked in one straight line. While I love the way it sounds, Hollowed Bolt, aka Lightning Stab, was just more versatile, and I hardly use Holy Explosion myself. Because it was the most expensive ability in the Holy Knight tree, I thought it was just going to be overall the best skill, but that is not the case. I was debating on placing this one even higher, but it just had to be mentioned for my video. Moving on to the top 3, for the bronze medal, or for 3rd place, it's a bit more general and not as specific, but it would have to be Rafa and Merrick's skills. Since all of you came from the PlayStation 1 or started with FFT on that platform, just seeing the names Heaven and Hell Knight sounded so hype, and I initially thought they would be some of the strongest characters in the game. But that was definitely not the case. While they both got drastically better in War of the Lions with how accurate their abilities would be on the center tile, and the fact that they can strike even more times, on the PS1, it was just way too random. I love the idea and concept, and I do like Rafa, but as a wee lad, this one still lingers in my brain every time I start up FFT to play and record. For the silver medal or 2nd place, it's Zodiark or Zodiac. It's a very easily missable ability. While it's aesthetically so beautiful, most players will never unlock it as you had to do the optional dungeon, fight the super boss, and survive getting hit by the spell to even learn it. And once you learn it, it required a lot of MP to use, it takes so much time for it to cast, and at this point in the game, there's hardly anything left for you to do anymore. I love the challenge and strategy in unlocking this ability, but it just didn't live up to the hype in my opinion. Finally, for 1st place, aka the gold medal, everyone knew this was coming. But by far, the most disappointing ability in the game is Ultima. For starters, just like Zodiac, it could easily be missed as learning it can be very difficult. On top of it being rather hard to learn, its damage was just a huge letdown. As a kid, I thought this was the one unique ability that would make Ramza just an engine of destruction on the battlefield and a killing machine, but it sadly didn't. While of course you can wipe the battlefield with math skill and holy, every character can do this. I thought this exclusive and rare ability would do just that, but that is not the case even with very high magic attack and 97 faith. Although I'm glad Square Enix has made Ramza's Ultima look insanely great in other Final Fantasy games. That about wraps it up for my video on the top 10 most disappointing abilities in FFT. Let me know in the comments which things were a letdown for you, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more FFT. As always, take care, and all the best to you.